When they came out to take the field week 1 last year,
yeah,
I
everybody
thought,
on our team changed their
pick?
right.
Yeah.
Rodney changed it. Remember, he
Yeah.
was like, "Oh man, I'm taking Detroit. I didn't realize they're this big and got this kind of attitude," and he changed it.
And we felt it when we were in the divisional round game
Exactly
against
right.
Tampa Bay.
Right.
The energy, the love, the passion, and a lot of that is going to be directed to Aidan Hutchinson. Chris started to go there earlier, and we need to get there because it's as bad of an injury as the Lions could have. Heart and soul of the team. Great pass rusher, led the league in sacks, suffered a fracture of the tibia. Dan Campbell initially said it was a compound fracture, and then Team PR came out and said it's not. Regardless, immediate surgery was required in Dallas for Aidan Hutchinson. He'll obviously be out indefinitely, and they're going to have to react, recover, and proceed.
Oof.
And it's not going to be easy to do, but if any team can do it, it feels like they can. They'll rally around each other. They'll find a way to get stronger. I don't know who they replace him with from an X's and O's standpoint. Do they go next man up? Do they trade for someone? I don't know. But the Lions, I think, will find a way to get back on track, and they got no choice. They go to Minnesota on Sunday.
Well, the Lions are a complete football team. I don't think this derails them, certainly. Now, Aidan Hutchinson's a special football player. Obviously, in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year, that type of year is where he was headed. Him, T.J. Watt, Fred Warner. It's those 3 names right now that at least at the top of the list are the ones that are coming to my mind early on a Monday morning here. But he's the heart and soul of their football team. Like Jason Garrett said last night, he embodies what they are and what Dan Campbell wants the football team to be. It's always a sad moment when you see a stud like that who's been so dominant down in that situation. They will be fine against most teams in football. This is where I worry about it, Mike. This, to me, has repercussions really only against we get to, the NFC Championship game and it's the 49ers and we just can't get any pass rush. So now we have to blitz. And now we got Debo and Ayuk and McCaffrey running down the field, and we're blitzing, and we don't have enough people in coverage. Or we're in the Super Bowl against the Ravens, and man, Lamar's got all day, right? And oh gosh, we can't get there with 4. We got to send 5 and 6, and now we're compromised in the back end, and we can't cover Mark Andrews and Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman, right? That to me is just when you're going to worry about it. That's when it's going to rear its ugly head against the really quality football teams, because I do think it's going to have to change their approach on defense a little bit in those games.
Why did you say the Bengals?
Because they're not there yet.
Well, but that's your team.
I know. Thank you. Everybody likes to remind me.
I know. And because it bothers you,
right?
You would have learned that by now.
Well,
if you act like it bothers you, we're going to keep doing it. So you have to act like you don't give a shit. Sorry, London.
That's not what I do. You know me. I wear it on my sleeve. That's how I roll, okay? And it bothers me. It comes from, Maria and Devin McCourty, who didn't make a Super Bowl pick and just sit there and, judge mine. So that's where I'm like, shut up. You make a pick.
By the way, I don't want to start anything here.
What?
Because the speculation's already out there.
What?
And he's recently said he doesn't want to leave the team
I know
he's
where
on.
you're going.
Well, there's a guy who's from Lapeer, Michigan.
Yes,
who
right.
went to Eastern Michigan.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Plays for a team that's not very
he's
good.
Also, la face of Las Vegas.
Oh, I know.
Okay?
I know. And this was Max Crosby, because there was, I think Mike Lombardi said something about it. It looks like he doesn't want to be there, and Crosby did not like that at all.
He shouted Mike Lombardi down a little bit.
And look, it's a complicated thing. You trade for a high-priced veteran. You give up assets.
Big assets for that player.
Exactly. So it makes sense if you're just sitting around connecting dots.
Yeah,
but
if you're playing fantasy, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But when you're the Las Vegas Raiders, I think you first start there and go, wait, we have to have something on our team that people want to see and that we can build around. And Max Crosby's like Aidan Hutchinson, the perfect guy for that. And yes, Detroit, as much as they're going to look at it, they're going to go, wait, what are we going to do? Trade 3 first-rounders here? With we have a really good football team. I don't know.
It wouldn't take that much. It wouldn't take 3 first-rounders. I don't know what it would take. Yeah, I don't know what it would take, but
2 and change.
There's no indication that Max Crosby wants out of Las Vegas, unlike Devontae Adams, who they now may not trade him at all, which is a very flimsy attempt to manipulate the media to create trade leverage at a time when no one's offering you what you want. Okay. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.